Getting your Google credentials set up in N8N can be really confusing at first, but in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to set up your credentials, both open authorization and service account, explain the differences between the two and the use cases between the two. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. First, you're going to go onto your Google node. You are going to create a new credential. Here, this is where you're going to see OAuth or open authorization and service account. Open authorization will be used probably 95% of the time for automations, as this will give you access to a specific person's Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, whatever else service you need. Whereas a service account, you could think of it as a bot account. This account will have its own drive, its own docs, its own sheets, its own services. It has its own identity, permission, and storage. So service account comes in handy when you need an automation to run independently of a single user. And open authorization will be used where you need access to a specific person's drive or a specific person's Gmail address, for example. Anytime you're going to use a Gmail address automation, then open authorization is what you're going to need. For my clients and myself, open authorization ends up being the one I use about 95% of the time. But I will show you how to set both of them up. But first, we'll start with open authorization. And to get the ID and secret, we're going to go to Google Cloud Console. We are going to click Select a Project. You're going to create a new project. I'm just going to name it Demo Project and click Create. As it does that, we are going to go over here to the menu. You're going to click APIs and Services and go to OAuth Consent Screen. Here first we actually need to sign into that project. Even though we just created that project, we actually need to click into it. So I'm going to click here, make sure I'm signed in. And now we're going to click Get Started. And here we're going to name our app. So I'm just going to call it Demo Project. We're going to use your support email. Click Next. You're going to click External. External will allow you to avoid the process of seeking verification, and this is what you're always going to use in terms of creating automations for yourself or for your clients. And then you're going to add contact information. Click Finish, Continue, Create. And the only time you're really going to click internal is if you have a Google Workspace in your own domain. So here, after you do that, you're going to go to Audience. This is where you're going to add a test user. This is going to be the account where you're gonna get access to. So in this case, I'm gonna use my own account because I'm gonna access my own drive. But if you have your own clients, or maybe a team members or yourself, then you're gonna add the respective email here. And click Save. Okay. Now we're gonna go to Clients, and we're gonna create client. You're gonna click Web Application. Again, you can name it whatever you like. For this, I'm just going to call it Demo Project. I'm going to go to Authorized Redirect URI. To get this URI, we are going to go back to N8N. You're going to see here in the credential page. We're going to copy this URL, and then we're going to paste it here. Create. Perfect. Now this has given us our ID and secret. Make sure you save this so that way you don't lose your client secret and you don't have to create a new credential every time. So here, copy the ID, paste it, and we're going to copy the client secret and paste it. Once you do that, you're going to see this little sign in with Google pop up. You're going to sign in with your email, the same email that you added to the test users. You're going to click Continue, select all, Continue. Connection successful. Perfect. So now that's done. We need to go back over, we're gonna, actually before we do anything, just gonna rename this demo, save. Okay, so here, as you can see, it says it could not load list. When I try to find a file from list, it won't pop up anything. The reason for that is that we need to enable the API in the Google Cloud. So we are gonna enable it here so you can look for it here. We're gonna look for a drive. Google Drive API, and we're going to enable. I'm going to go back to N8N, and then we're gonna see again. No results. Okay, that's because this email is a brand new email. But now that you don't see that error message, it's because it's working and it's getting access to our Google Drive. So for docs to work, it's going to be the same process. We're going to create new credential, and then you're going to get that same ID, secret, and we're going to just copy and paste it. So I'm going to go ahead and enable the Docs API also. Google Docs API. Enable. Now we're going to go to credentials. I'm going to go back to my ID. I'm going to first actually copy the ID, not the secret. Paste the ID in, the secret. And just so you know, this client secret, I can still copy it right now, but after a few days, that ability to copy will actually disappear, and so you won't be able to get access. The only way you will be able to get that secret or get a secret back is to create a new credential. So copy it, paste it, again, sign in with Google, and the email, continue, select all, continue. Connection successful. Perfect. So now that's done, you will be able to see here once let's go click create, and here you can see it has access now to my different folders that I have. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you how to actually now set up a service account. So we're going to create a new credential. Instead of clicking OAuth, we're going to go to service account, and here we're going to need a service account email and private key. So in order to get these two things, we're going to go back to the Google Cloud Console. We're going to need to get back to the APIs and services. We are going to click credentials. And here, as you can see here, this is the demo project client ID that we created for the open authorization. We're going to go up here to create credentials, and you're going to click service account. So now you can name your service account whatever. I'm going to just name it demo project. And then just click create and continue. Now, like I said, this is its own account, so you can grant specific permissions and roles, so that way it has access to what it needs and it doesn't have access to what it doesn't need. In this example, I'm just going to go to basic and I'm going to click owner, because that just makes it easier for me, that it will have access to creating ownership, transferring ownership, creating, editing files, whatever. However, you can add specific conditions, as in have its access expire or only have access during certain times or days of the week. You can read the Google documentation on that, and I won't dive deep into it, but they have a full list of documentation and you can read through that. After you're done, you're just going to click continue and then done. Now you have a service account. Here, this is the email that we're going to need. So just copy, and then we're going to paste it here. Now we need a private key. We're going to go to keys, add key, create a new key, JSON, create. Okay, it's going to give you a file that's going to automatically download. You are going to copy and paste the key from that download, exactly as shown in the example in N8N. So once you copy it, you're gonna get a full little JSON file, and you're gonna copy it basically the exact part that looks like this, all the way from begin end key to the end private key, and you're gonna paste it in here, and then you're gonna click save. If it works, it should pop up green, exactly. And just to see, you can retry it and it's green. So now that's connected, and now you've set up both a service account and your open authorization account. And now you can use Google services and APIs and nodes within N8N. If you have anything else like Google Ads, again, you just need to enable that API within the Google Cloud Console, and you're good to go. All right, and that's all. Thank you guys.